Hello students, welcome to Mahila Samaja digital online classes of 8th standard social science. In the last class, we have studied about the components of business studies and about the basic aspects of business studies, economic activities and its types. And we have also studied about the 4 stages, that is hunting and fishing stage, pastoral stage, agricultural stage and handicraft stage. In today's class, let us continue the chapter. We have studied about 4 stages and let's continue from 5th stage, which is involved in the evolution of business. And the 5th stage is barter system stage. The division of labor enabled quick production of goods. The goods produced were directly exchanged. Okay, here the goods which has been produced, they were directly exchanged. And the direct exchange of goods for goods or other things is called barter system of exchange. Here barter system of exchange means it is the direct exchange of goods for goods or other things. It is called as the barter system of exchange. The goods here produced were directly exchanged. Some problems cropped, means here some problems occurred as a result of direct exchange. When they used to direct exchange, here few problems have been occurred, and the important problems of barter system of exchange were lack of double coincidence of wants, lack of common measure of value, the difficulty of this subdivision, difficulty to store the goods. First let us know about the first point, lack of double coincidence of wants. Here if two parties exchange goods with each other, we call it coincidence of wants. But such double coincidence was rarely found. Okay, it was very rarely found. For example, let us take person A. Okay, here person A, he has paddy and he wants wheat. But here person B, he has wheat but he wants jowar. But B is not prepared to take paddy. Okay, here person A, he has paddy and he wants wheat, whereas person B, he has wheat but he is not ready to buy. Okay, he is not prepared to buy jowar, he needs paddy. Okay, this is one of the important problem of barter system. It is the lack of double coincidence of wants. Next is lack of common measure of value, and it is also very difficult to decide the quantity. Okay, it is very difficult to decide the quantity of one commodity to another. For example, for one cow, how many sheep has to be given? Okay, for one cow, they didn't know how many sheep has to be given. Or for one measure of wheat, okay, for one certain quantity of wheat, how many measures of jowar should be given? Okay, it was very difficult to them to divide the commodity. Okay, and next is the difficulty of the subdivision. Okay, here it was also very difficult to the people to divide some animal or things. For example, we have seen that to divide the cow for some sheep. Next, difficulty to store the goods or to transport, and this is also one of the difficulties. The movement means the transportation of goods from one place to another place was also a problem. It was also difficult to them to preserve, means to store some goods over a long period. Okay, these were the important problems of barter system of exchange. Now let's move on to the 6th stage, that is money economy stage. To overcome the difficulties of barter system of exchange, many mediums of exchange were used. For example, the skins of the animals, cowrie shells, etc. Later, the metals were used as medium of exchange. Okay, here they were facing many difficulties through the barter system of exchange. Here, so many mediums of exchange they were using, and example, the skins of the animals. Okay, they used the skins of the animals as the medium of exchange, and cowrie shells, and later they also used metals where metals were used as the medium of exchange, and the metals were brought to a particular shape and weight and used as exchange medium. For example, we can see the coins in the picture. Okay, isn't it? Means here those metals, okay, those metals they were brought to a particular fixed shape as well as the weight, and they used those coins as the medium of exchange. Later, copper, silver and gold coins came into existence as the medium of exchange, and here also some difficulties were experienced. Even now here few difficulties has been arised. Okay, mainly the main important thing was transportation. Later, paper money came to be used. In the present situation, we use paper monies, isn't it? We have notes of 2000 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, and we use coins also, like 5 rupees coin, 1 rupee coin, 2 rupees coin, isn't it? In that way, like later paper money came to be used. Even now we are using the paper money as well as the coins. Paper money is a token money which generally comprises of bank notes issued by the central bank of the country. Okay, here paper money, it is a token money, means it is the symbol of money which generally consists of bank notes which has been issued by the central bank of the country. It has full support of the government. Nowadays, bank money is in the form of checks, drafts, bills, credit cards, debit cards, etc. They play a very important role in the medium of exchange. Next stage, this is the seventh stage, that is town economy stage. The introduction of bank money as medium of exchange resulted in the fast growth of commerce. People also began to produce more goods. People here, they started to produce more goods, and the producers started meeting at a fixed place at periodical intervals for exchange purpose. Here the producers also, they started to meet at a fixed place for the exchange purpose, and they were called local markets, and those places were called as the local markets. Gradually these local markets have developed into towns and centers to supply goods. The merchants came into existence, and they invited the craftsmen to a particular place, and they also collected raw materials and they started producing. By using those raw materials, they started producing the finished products, and they have been supplied to the consumers. And during this stage, commerce developed very largely, and markets extended far and very wide. Okay, in this way the commerce, it has been developed, and markets also, it has been extended into the far and the wide. It has been extended far and wide. Next stage is international trade stage, and this is the eighth stage, international trade stage. Geographical discoveries took place during 15th and 16th centuries. Okay, Columbus discovered America. Vasco da Gama discovered the new sea route to India. New sea route in the sense Samudrada Marga. Okay, here Columbus, he has been discovered America, and Vasco da Gama, he was the person who has been discovered the new sea route to India. And Magellan, he was a Portuguese navigator, and with the help of the King of Spain, set his sail to circumnavigate the world, means to sail around the world by the water. Okay, here Magellan, he was the Portuguese navigator and he took the help of the King of Spain, okay, to set his sail to circumnavigate the world. And he crossed over the southern cape of South America and he reached Pacific Ocean. He reached Philippine Islands and he was killed by the locals, but his ship Victoria returned to Spain after 3 years. Okay, he was killed by the locals, but his ship, okay, his ship Victoria, okay, it has been returned to Spain after 3 years. And this was the first ship which sailed round the world. Okay, Magellan's ship, that is Victoria, it was the first ship which has been sailed round the world, and that is what we say Magellan was the first. Okay, here Magellan, he was the first, okay, whose ship, okay, he was the first, okay, but his ship has been sailed round the world. Okay, that is why we say here Magellan was the first person whose ship has been sailed round the world. Next, Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution, which took place in England, and geographical discoveries helped for large scale production of goods, not only for the local markets, but it also produced the goods for the other countries also. And standardized goods were produced with the help of machines. Okay, here they have been used machines to produce these standardized goods. Revolution in transportation changes, new systems in transportation and communication, it has been helped for the expansion of markets. The production of goods was carried out not only for the national markets but also for the international markets. Here they produced the goods for not only for national markets, even they have been produced the goods for the international markets. Next, role of business and commerce in economic development. Trade. Here trade is nothing but buying and selling of goods. Okay, trade is the buying and selling of goods. On the other hand, commerce here includes trade and also aids. Aids means it also helps to trade, or auxiliaries means assist to trade. The aids of trade include, here the aids, the important aids to trade, it includes transport, banks, warehouse facilities. Warehouse means storehouse, okay, godowns, okay, warehouse facilities, advertisement agencies, insurance, etc. Okay, these are all the aids to trade. Okay, traders, they supply goods to the consumers. Okay, traders here, they supply goods to the consumers according to their daily needs, according to the humans daily needs. Here they supply, traders supply their goods to the consumers. Consumers means who consumes the goods, and they provide some services also. They also provide us some important services also. For the smooth conduct of business, transport helps for the movement of goods. Okay, transport helps to for the movement of goods from one place to another, and banks helps to provide financial assistance. Banks provide us the financial assistance, financial help. They provide us the monies to start the business. Okay, during transit means during transport or movement, or during the storage goods are exposed to some damage or loss, the insurance companies, they cover the loss while goods are in transit or storage. Warehouses help to store goods and bridge the, means it fills the gap between production and consumption. Advertisement helps to give information about the goods produced. Here we use many daily products like soap, shampoo, powder, milk, etc. Okay, there will be many brands on it, isn't it? If we take soap, we have many brands in that. If we take shampoo, we have certain brands. We have many brands. Powder as like, okay, we choose the brand by seeing the advertisements. It may be on TV, or it may be on public wallpapers, or it may be on radio. Okay, in this way they play an important role. The advertisements play an important role. By watching those advertisements or by seeing those advertisements, the consumers, they choose their products which has to be consumed. Next, commerce is responsible for smooth and continuous supply of goods to the consumers, and commerce, it also helps in bringing the factors which has been required for the establishment of industries. And here commerce, it brings the different parts of the world closer by creating one market, and it also helps the traders to become more adventurous, more bold and adventurous. Here commerce, it equalizes the prices, it blends the ideas, means here it mix the ideas and cultures, and helps for national and international integration. Integration in the sense Ekikarana, combination. Commerce also helps the government through paying rates, taxes and duties. It is a good source of income to the government. Okay, commerce, it helps the government through the paying taxes or rates and duties, and it is the best source of income to the government. Next, development of commerce during 21st century. 21st century is called the age of information technology, Tantragnana. Okay, 21st century is called the age of information technology. Like we depend moreover on the telephone. Everything it can be done through the telephones or systems, isn't it? Okay, we pay electric bills on internet banking, we transfer money on internet banking. Okay, we can book tickets on internet banking. In this way, the 21st century, it is called as the age of information technology. Internet banking, mobile banking, privatization of insurance, advancement of telecommunication services, online shopping, e-commerce, electronic commerce, better transportation facilities, electronic media and such others have spread all over the world. It has been spread all over the world. We do online shopping, we pay bills, we book tickets, everything it goes on online itself, and it is also spread all over the world. Through the technological advancements, the entire world, it has become a global village, worldwide village now. And multinational companies, like many multinational companies, MNC companies, they have been spread their business in many countries. Okay, in Bangalore also we can see many MNC companies which has been established in that place, and these companies produce specialized goods on large scale. Okay, these companies, they produced certain specialized goods in a very large scale, and their prices are competitive on the their prices are competitive. On the whole, commerce is developing at a greater speed. Okay, commerce is developing at a very greater speed. Okay, dear children, I hope you people have understood all the aspects of this chapter. Now let's move on to your assignment. Okay, you should answer the following questions. Dear children, go through the video, understand the lesson and then do your homework. And the first question is like this: what is meant by barter system of exchange? And the second question is: what are the aids to trade? Name them. And the third question: give the meaning of trade and commerce. And the fourth question is: mention the important problems of barter system of exchange. Problems in the sense difficulties of barter system of exchange. Dear children, go through the video, understand the lesson and then do your home assignment. Thank you, dear children.